Welcome back to another episode of Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. And of course, knowing absolutely nothing about what may actually occur, just know that it's going to be undecipherable and potentially life-threatening. But if every other episode is anything to go by, it's going to be amusing, if nothing else. So, if you want to look deep into yourself and society, see what the crusty underbelly of it all is. Well, I hope you're not actually wanting any deep, meaningful answers. Still, let's watch some anime, why don't we? Get a drink, strap in, because we're about to begin. As always, we're going to start with a recap. Good. Out of everything that could have been stolen. I still don't know if I'm missing a reference or not. If these are calling back to quite important stories before, but I don't think I've heard of them. Still, for it to spend almost a minute on this, that kind of goes with Zetsubou Sensei's jokes. A lot of... No, not the passerby girl. So much build up for almost no payoff. I still don't know exactly what the intent of some of these visuals are. Sometimes bits and pieces get referenced or made into the actual episodes, but some of these I'm not sure I wanted. I said it before, but I really do enjoy the kind of music stylings of Zetsubou Sensei, with its openings. Even with apple picking being not exactly quite understandable sometimes. The very much nostalgic little jingle to start it off. How long will they stay brand new and white? Ha. All of 4 seconds. Yeah. That's why you choose a colour that's less prone to staining. It's your own fault. Convertible. Some of these I'm less worried about, like pollen doesn't really affect me, but here, Rambo. She's yelling into the void, trying to get society to pay attention to her. Right. Soup. If you start off in a rainstorm, Things can only get better from there. Why are we talking about, like, June weddings? With the advent of the internet and its prevalence right now, I don't think there's a downturn. Yeah, I'm not one that would really listen. Why is the chef upset? Ah, that's why. The loss of customers is terrible for a restaurant. Some of these are a little more abstract, though. I can kind of understand the others. Wrong kind of bike shop. Does he have a bike voucher? Some might say that might be his own personal mistake. That little frog just slid down that leaf. How are they going to tie in a building fire into this setting of their joke? He could have shaved. Well, he's the only one that put in some effort. Wear that as a badge of honour. So, well, obviously I'm the only one that cares. What? Just because it's a cartoon about robots. So, with current certain countries, an entire show is being banned over there. And in some cases, incredible punishments for trying to watch them. Yep, that... You think it's a Morlock? Someone been watching Star Trek? Of course, the one is bursting with optimism. Oh, do your best in the exams. That cut... let's not draw attention to it. Ah, he's a visual learner, is he? Aha! I finally understand mathematics! Well, it's not 1930s brassiers or anything, are they? So when's the lawsuit happening? He hasn't scored well. Ah, he's found it. He hasn't scored well on the exams yet. That poor dog. Someone help it. I mean, exciting, maybe, but grounds for trial, definitely. I guess so. Some of the stories that I've enjoyed here are from like the rural countryside. I can think of one or two that have appeared on my channel. I kind of expected with them constantly mentioning DPO there to be a misunderstanding, and they're all meaning different acronyms. Must that hairstyle, hiding behind the pillar. Just stay out of the Sengoku period, apparently. A valuable lesson that Ubisoft could have learned, actually. Yep, looks like she's rewriting history. Oh, a dual blade wielding, okay. Although, she needs an outfit change. Are we going to get a much heavier line shadow work? Granted, I'll give you that one. Oh no, a beach scene! These have only gone well in the past. Indeed. Also, the guy's antlers. Also, I've seen several things recently of the shaved ice. Especially when it comes to summer beach in Japan. What actual flavour is blue? Aha. Well, learning prefectures with Zetsubou Sensei. I have made that mistake in the past. I've bought an expansion to a game that I didn't own. Back in the days where physical copies, you actually go into a store and buy them. Because I didn't read. I just saw the background. Is this some sort of Truman show? Was there a break in the... And business is good. But they're keeping track. Good to know. That might be a touchy subject. Hair growth Grand Prix. Well, it worked out for him. Maybe he should be happy. Even with his hereditary genes. I mean, there have been several things so far which have kind of debuted with a lackluster response, mostly because marketing just give up on it before it even started. Is it a case for celebration or not? You decide. Right. I only got to read one of those. Privation? I mean, I've used my vacation days from work to not do anything and just stay at home. Yeah. I haven't actually had a holiday in like 17 years. I think it's about time, really, to change that. Still got his box. Made his way out to the beach. Huh. Oh, but Ministry of Infrastructure and Tourism. Something. Yes. The less she makes word plays on words that she enjoys, the better. How much did animators like doing some of these scenes? If you're not going on vacation, don't enjoy yourself. That sounds like a good idea. No more than 7. Oh well, at least she's finding something to do with her time. I feel as though some of these probably aren't any different to her normal days anyway. Privation days or not. Maria! Let's not draw attention. She's still trying to get that purge thing in there. But it's... Oh no. The facade is collapsing. It would be quite the journey, but they've had trips before. Didn't even make it back home. Are we just going to leave her ruminating on that one thought constantly? Booga 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 booga. Cave diving is... yeah. And she was never seen again. What is the lung capacity to be able to make it through that? Oh, we're going back to this scene and joke, are we? Melanoma is one hell of a thing. This is actually just a full replay, isn't it? Did they run out of ideas? And now this time they're actually at the beach rather than the indoor fake setting. He has a very, as I said before, very idyllic way of looking at things, but a bad business model. Now we're talking to, yep, copyright infringement. Oh no, has he? How many patents are... And is Nintendo listening? I better not be getting any more ideas. Quick. Leave. Run. Any reason particularly for no swimming? Is it just a dangerous season, or waste being dumped in it? So the whales in the background were for a reason. Health and safety gone mad. Surely it should be, here's some stuff, here's a sign saying, use at your own risk, we're not held liable, and then if they get hurt, so be it. You don't mollycoddle everyone to the degree where no one can have any fun. Oh no, not the body double! He has nothing else to do in his life. Although, wasn't he already shot? What a good man he must be. Yeah, maybe pay him double. In fact, dock his paycheck. Maybe we've had their lives changed. Not have to go down such a dark path. I see the body double has a preference then. And yet, he doesn't even get to enjoy the festival. Oh. Life must be so easy to be a body double. Well, apart from the constant threat of death if you're rather high profile. Or in this show. Yeah, one of the same, really. There's levels of being overprotective, but as we saw with hiring a body double just to be safe, I hope never to be in a position where that's even a contemplation. Although, just watching anime on the internet, you never know once those companies start calling round with their infringement suits. And is she actually going to have a bit of a spotlight in the show, or is she always going to be intended for the background, harming animals and passerbys? More drawing! Let's see what they can get away with. So, not leaving yourself much room. Right. Are they even trying to draw Zetsubou Sensei here? It's Godzilla. That's an amazing pompadour. Someone been taking lessons from Matt Groening? Close enough. That's an intense little background. I didn't expect to have a continuation of the overprotective group segment kind of flow in almost out of nowhere. They were talking about beach scenes. It crumbled down around them and then, oh, we're whisked back. It's one hell of a way to continue on a little thought path. But when it comes to privatization days, or privation days, whatever the hell that was, yeah, sitting at home just trying to think of something to do, I don't think I've ever got to the stage of just talking into a fan or seeing how many times I can fold paper, but definitely not to the degrees of just going on a holiday. Of course, not that I'm adverse to going on holiday. In fact, there's several good reasons why I may want to very soon. I do wonder where down the line, though, well, anything I learn in these episodes is going to come in useful. I'm sure at least one time somewhere it will, and then I'll realise, there really is no hope for the world. Also, the poor guy with zero presence, but also almost zero hairline, mentioning that his dad is doing so much better than him, got me thinking for a second, hang on a moment. A lot of my family line, on my dad's side at least, are bald. Looks like I escaped that hereditary minefield so far. Although I don't really think I'll be attending any hair growth conventions anytime soon. But I think, if I remember right, the entire first third of this episode was TPOs, whatever that acronym was. It can just be boiled down to, well, of course that would happen. You went outside in the rain. Yes, you would get wet. Yes, you would get muddy. What were you expecting? Just a little forethought could have saved them a lot of trouble. It's kind of like Sod's Law. If something bad can happen, it probably will. Just, you don't exactly make it easier for yourself in some cases. But really all I'm wanting now is to continue on with the escapades of the body double. What he's managing to do out there in the world, making it a better place for those around him. And also somewhat destroying what little Zetsubou Sensei actually had in the way of personal image. As per usual, so much going on, so little time for me to process everything. Just know that there's so many lawsuits being brought up in this one. Whether it be by the usual character line, or by copyright infringement and patent. I feel there'll be several lawyers calling at my door anytime soon. So before I have to deal with that unavoidable next turn, hopefully you can at least make things a little better by leaving a like on the video. At least if I've entertained you. Also, if there's so much that I've missed, definitely is, consider letting me know down below in the comments section. But if you want to return for more, not sure why you would, but if you would like to return for more, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out. You can also do the same by joining onto my Discord. There's notifications every time I release a video. But for now, really do take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you for the next one. If you want to go against all sorts of common sense, reason and logic, and for some reason support the channel, consider joining onto my Patreon. It keeps me out of the rain, and alongside the likes of Sao, Guado, Kite, Ruben Filimara, Wolfwood Sensei and everyone else, we get to make sure that the only bad decisions we mostly make is just watching anime.